Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Diana Emerson. Today we're listening to Vigilante Justice Murder in the 21st.
Hi, this is Melissa Records. I have that hysterical woman on hold on the other line. Okay, for what? She said something about a murder. I believe it was related to Leah Porter. Okay, do you want to transfer her to me? Yes, thank you. Ma'am, what's happening? Can you say something else? What are you calling about? Who's your daughter?
The 21st century, we leave behind the digital story of our lives, chronicle of our greatest triumphs, but also our darkest nightmares.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm excited to talk to you, and I know it's a hard topic to talk about, but first, I just want you to tell me about Lee.
Lee, um, she was a good baby. She came a little early, but doctors said she was perfect and she just wanted to come out and meet the world. She had a good upbringing by her stepfather, who's very smart. She went to a great school in Redondo Beach. It was a great school. She loved it. She liked to listen to music. She took piano lessons because her stepdad is a Steinway piano technician. She was just a joy for everybody, except her brother when she was little. She would follow him around everywhere, and that would annoy him when he was a toddler. In their early adulthood, they became very close. She wanted to be like him. It was a hard move for them. It was a culture shock because we moved up into the mountains and it's just everything was so different.
So how was it growing up in Cotopaxi?
First, I didn't like because I was from the state. I was from California.
There then.
I want to say 15.
So just kind of start, did you grow up with them and Cotopaxi?
Yes,
Is that
so
okay?
I moved there my freshman year. I became a friend pretty soon after that. Then like a year later, became friends with Lee. It was just like a huge family.
She did get pretty heavily into social media. It was a big part of her life. I didn't even get on social media until Lee went to college and she got me on there so we could, communicate. And I had her dog and I could send pictures of her dog. He was always staring. You're such a silly man. Come here. Lee, come here. She always liked pictures taken. I used to make fun of her about taking so many selfies, but I'm glad she did now because we didn't do a lot of videotaping when they were younger.
Where'd she got her purse? Wait, what a dork.
Everything was fine. Everything was fine until she graduated high school. Lee went to the same college that Max did.
Max K. Porter. There's Max.
That's when she started getting lonely. She was going through a hard time and she dropped out. She had a car, so she would go out a lot. She wouldn't answer my calls. It's like I don't know where you are and I'm worried.
Are you and Lee still friends now, or?
We weren't not friends, but we had stuff we wanted to work out, but we just didn't. I wish I would have talked to her sooner because I knew she was sad, like extremely sad.
I think she was coming to terms with the way her life was going and realizing that this is not what she wanted.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I got a phone call from Max, and my sis let me try and get a hold of her. Then I'm trying to text her, never answered the text. Phone straight to voicemail, not even a ring. And I remember my heart dropping because she had that phone glued to her. There was something wrong. And so I called the police immediately after that.
When did you talk to her last?
It was last week at work.
What was that conversation about?
She had a bunch of job interviews that she wasn't sure how she was going to get a ride to. I was told her I was going to send her some money. I didn't send it because I didn't talk to her on Wednesday when I got paid.
You tried to call her.
I called her. She didn't answer. I called and her phone was off. No one knew where she was.
Right.
Not one person she knows knew where she was.
It's like she just disappeared off the face of the earth, and it's not like her.
Tried texting her, I tried calling her, left her some messages on Facebook.
She had already opened up to her brother about what she was going through and made him promise not to tell me. I wish she would have told me.
He's playing fun. Jesse, right? MC. That's so hard to leave. I hated him because I thought he's about his own son and sister. What's your birthday? 77. Yes, I'm looking forward to you dating later. I don't want to talk about your case at all.
Not my case. I know which case you want to talk about, though. I don't even know he told me anything.
Because we listened to all the jail calls.
Oh, but I don't want to put myself in a situation where I get called as a witness.
Are you afraid?
I just remember things that I think he's told me. Yeah, I am a little afraid of him.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a 30-year-old daughter.
I just want you to think if your daughter.
No, I already thought about that. I just couldn't imagine.
My goal right now is finding this poor family's daughter.
I've heard the story from him 3 different times, and each time it was a different way.
It's because it's a lie. So what did he tell you then?
He has this tattoo he's gonna put on about her, and he made it up. And it says, memory and regret. I supposed to regret this on me, so the regret that I had to do what I had to do. What did you really do by put out?
What did he say he did with her?
It made me sick to my stomach. He's what you would call basically a monster.
Westminster Police hoping you can help find this missing 19-year-old. She's Leah Charlie Porter. She lives in Pueblo, but she was in Westminster last Thursday when she went missing.
Can you tell me what your relationship is with Leah?
She's lived with me in about 6 months. She's my girlfriend.
How'd you guys meet?
I tattooed the girl she went to school with, and then I saw this cute girl on Facebook, so I started, hitting her up on Facebook, and that's how we started talking. We had just been hooking up a little bit here and there when I went on my trip for New Year's back to DC. And it's when I got back from DC from that trip, she picked me up from the airport, and basically she gave me this letter and flowers and candy and all this. And she was like, "You're gonna be my boyfriend, whether you like it or not." I was like, "No, I'm too old. I can't take you seriously." And she was like, "No, you're gonna try it. And in a couple weeks, if you don't feel like it's working out, then we'll talk about it."
Right. Is that kind of her personality? She picks what she likes and she goes for it?
That was her, and she just was like, "No, I'm not taking no for an answer." I fell in love with her and fell for her hard.
You guys were talking about getting married at some point, is that what I understand?
We've talked about it, yeah.
Are we engaged?
I mean, between us, yeah. Like,
Okay.
but our rings were from a gumball machine.
Really? Yeah, sometimes it's about ones.
We didn't have the money for the rings.
When Max would call her, there would always be fighting in the background, and Lee was always upset, and he would be yelling at her.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I suspected she was cheating on me. It's like the biggest fight we ever had.
You guys arguing or just
Screaming, not hitting each other, screaming at each other. And me calling her all kinds of flag, get the f out of my house. That whole.
because you're trying to cheat on?
Right.
Did you talk to her?
I saw her in January. She wasn't looking like super good.
Why wasn't she looking then?
Oh, I heard she was on heroin.
She had a heroin habit? She started on oxys or?
No, we would roll a lot. We'd take, Molly, ecstasy, and
Had like rapes and stuff?
I have a long history with heroin. And after we rolled, it's kind of like you get an anxious feeling sometimes. Or, so it's like I got it for that reason, just to chill us out after. Or not to chill us out, to chill me out. And then she started, I want some, I want to do it. And yeah, I remember giving her the disclaimer talk several times. And saying this is going to be the downfall of your life. There's going to come a day when you're going to wish that you never made this decision.
I had no idea because Max was trying so hard to get her away from him because it was abusive, but she kept going back to him.
What was your relationship with Max when you guys were dating?
Once he found out she was using drugs and she was dating me and she had dropped out of school, he confronted her and he said, I'm telling mom everything. She's going to disown you. She's going to take your car. She's going to take your phone and you're going to have nothing.
So I think Max wasn't your friend.
But no, he thought I was the devil.
Right now, friends and family are desperately searching for the Porter.
We have some good leads on where Leah's at, so we're out looking for Leah. We want to bring her home to her family.
So let's go back if you don't mind. Don't you tell me what happened.
I was moving back to Maryland.
Is that just to get away from the...
I didn't want to use anymore. Okay. Period.
So you were trying to get clean and move back to Maryland?
Right.
And you and her talked about that?
Yeah, it had been planned for weeks.
So what was she thinking about that? I'm sure that's pretty tough.
She begged me not to leave every day. Me and her both packed our cars up. I ended up going into the hotel and charging her. I didn't think I had enough money on my card, but I just went in and just tried to see if it would go through, and it went through. So
You remember what the hotel was?
yes, and we stayed the night there, and then the next morning we checked out, and we sat in the parking lot for a little bit, just kind of crying and hugging each other, and we said goodbye and hold off.
Because I paid her bills. The first thing I did was get into my AT&T account. And when I saw that the last activity on her phone was the 3rd, and so I called like the last 5 people that she talked to, but I kept noticing one number over and over, and it was actually the very last phone call that she made as well.
When's the last time you had conversations with her after you left? And did she respond?
No. That first night, I was worried, not too super worried, thinking maybe she's just mad at me, trying to punish me, And then the following day, when Max called me and said, "Yo, dude, where's my sister?" That's when I was like,
Did she have a place that she was going to go?
she had talked about going on to Chris's.
Did you guys talk about Chris at all?
The only thing she really ever said about Chris to me, it's a friend from high school. I said, "Does he get high?" And she said, "No."
Here's some water for you. Hey, man. Or goes it? Yeah, goes it. Got through that. Good, good. I want to emphasize that anything you say to is voluntary. We're going to be free to leave when we're done here. Today's date is June the 10th. So the officers came and talked to you on June 5th. Yes. And that was the first time that the cops actually had contact with you. The officers told you certain things. What did the cops tell you?
Well, they were
just they got my statement. They were asking me, you know, what happened. She texted me on Tuesday morning. From 1 o'clock, we went over to Boston Market. Then we came back and we played some video games for a while, talking, just kind of to help get her mind off of what she was saying. During this time you were with her, did she talk about her drug problem at all? She said she was doing good and that she hadn't had any temptations or hadn't been using again. She left early Wednesday morning, got into a truck. I didn't really get a look at the driver or anything like that, but afterwards they took off, and I thought that was normal.
Hello? This is Vicky. This is Vicky. Vicky, Texas Calvin, Westminster. How you doing? I'm doing okay. You have a couple minutes for us to chat?
Yeah.
What do you know about what's going on?
I just heard that there was a girl missing and that she was with my son the night before.
I didn't know that.
I got a call from her brother tonight.
Okay, from Lee's brother?
Yeah.
What did he have to say?
He just had some questions about Chris.
What do you ask you?
Just if there was any concerns with him.
Okay. Are there concerns?
Not that I know of.
I was told that I'm not a suspect, but I just want to be as cooperative as possible to make sure that, you know, I stay that way.
Did you have any contact with the police at all over the weekend?
Not over the weekend, but I talked to Lee's mom, Renee, as well as her brother, Max.
Do you know him?
Yes, we went to high school together along with Lee.
Can you fill me in a little bit of Christopher's history growing up?
He kind of struggled in high school.
What does that mean?
He's a different thinker.
There.
And
Smart kid.
he's very smart. He didn't fit in.
You knew him in high school.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet. Seems happy enough, you know, going to do his training.
What was that?
I thought he was going for like military air force or something. He's just gotten himself on a really good track and
Yeah. He went into the army, I know. He did some deployment time?
he did some deployment time. He started having nightmares in deployment and they sent him back.
Okay. Did he get discharged?
Yes.
And what was that? Was that a medical discharge or?
It was medical, yeah.
For psychiatric reasons?
Yes.
Yeah, was he diagnosed with anything?
No.
I was bringing my Sarah pipes with me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool. Good for you. What do you do with them?
They're used for, I guess the word would be fortune telling.
So what do you think of those tarot card stuff?
That's kind of creepy to me, but it's like everybody has their way of doing things. Everybody has their way of religion, or how they relax themselves. I'm not that person to judge.
I did a tarot reading for her.
Show me what you did.
Okay, I draw from the top, and this is the layout that I used. It's called the Spirit Cross. Her question from the deck was asking for advice on her current situation. And I think she took it and interpreted what I was saying and what the cards were saying as to literally go away and start a new life. Just complete clean slate.
Why do you think that? You're not reading into that now because she's missing, are you?
No. I had a feeling he was leaving something out. I was like, if you are leaving something out, you gotta tell me. You have to tell me because my sister's life is on the line. You know, he's leaping to conclusions since I was the last one to see, had any sort of contact with her before she disappeared. Not
meant that I was hiding something. So he knows you're hiding something. He thought I was hiding something bad, but I told him straight up it wasn't that I was hiding anything bad. It was just that I didn't want anyone to judge me because we had had sexual intercourse. Have you ever stayed in the apartment with a woman?
No. This is the first time, and I thought he was lying.
Because
I had never seen him with a girl.
She would never do that. And in the Facebook messages, she makes it clear as day that she does not want a relationship.
well, families think you took advantage of her.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they actually think that you did something different. Honestly, I don't know where that's coming from them.
Is he providing you with any specific fantasies that you would be concerning?
If I have to tell you, I'm not sure exactly when. This happened. She said that he went out one night. We didn't know it, and he went to some girl's trailer with the intention of kidnapping her. The dog started barking or something, and so he got scared and left.
Did he say what his plan was to do when he kidnapped that girl?
He was going to take her out in the woods and rape her.
What would he do?
And kill her.
It's believed that Wade was the last to see Porter alive and had allowed police to search his apartment nearby along Federal earlier in the week.
So is there any reason why we would find Lee's blood in your apartment? I mean, we're starting to get a little more physical ways, so I bumped into each other and had a nosebleed.
Did you want to say anything out of place in his room? I know his room's a freaking big stuff. I don't know if you look in his room and say, "Where's your sheets?" And he goes, "Oh, in my dirty clothes bag." That's all he said. I said, "Oh." He said the sheets were in the dirty clothes bag. Right. And that's all he told me.
So where are your sheets? The sheets? I have no clue. You didn't get rid of the sheets?
No.
Intentionally get rid of the sheets because they could have a blood on them? No, sir.
The worst thing you could do is lie to us. Absolutely the worst thing you could do is lie to us. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So, think about it again. What's the deal with the sheets?
I did get rid of them.
Okay, and what did you do with those sheets?
I just took them, I put them in a garbage bag, and I chucked them in the dumpster. Do you know what else was with those sheets? Honestly, I can't think of anything else. Would you be surprised to know that, that her cell phone went out with those sheets? Huh? Her cell phone. Because that's where her phone's came. I'm just trying to find the right words because I know that I have been untruthful, but and I'll straight up admit it, it bugs me to hell that I have been. But yes, her phone was with the sheets.
Was she with the phone in the sheets?
No. That's something I've had nightmares about, is hearing that she's been found somewhere in a dump someplace. I really do not want that for her.
So where is she?
Honestly, I do not know. She left and got into the truck.
Nobody knew where she was at, Chris.
I know that.
We've got her text messages.
Yes.
We've got her phone records.
And I'll be refusing something.
What do you think?
It sounds to me like yes. And I maintain my innocence, but I would like a lawyer.
Well, by doing that, what you've now done is that you've caused us to have to stop our interview with you.
Yes. Okay.
This thing's interview, the time is 16:16 now.
So we said Thursday night, Max called you and said, where's Leah?
And I said, you tell me. Then, we pretty much started getting pretty worried right then.
Okay. So you guys started working together to try and find her? Yeah, I talked to Jesse on Saturday and I let go of all my hate and I was like, dude, I need you. You were loving my sister. I need your help to find her no matter what the past was or however I felt about you.
They kind of just started me like apologize and validated the whole situation, which really made me feel good. From that point on, just started talking and trying to figure out what she wanted.
You and Jesse have a plan to kind of keep communication going with Chris.
How did you guys go about doing it?
Well, she went to Chris's house.
And it almost stops at him.
I immediately started messaging him.
What was your demeanor like when you guys were talking? Were you guys threatening each other or?
Not at all.
I played like I was his friend. I was like, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Like, I hope you're holding up.
Like, you can trust me. I'm putting in a good word for you.
We got him to meet up with us to do a tarot card reading for my sister.
Real quick, who all was there today? Just so I.
Me, Jesse, Angela.
And you guys go up to the park.
We all went over to the gazebo. Then I pulled out Lee's blanket and this letter that she wrote me. Then I put it down on the table and I asked him to read Lee.
Air, earth, fire, water, spirit. In this case, I believe the deck is talking about me. The Knight of Cups is usually a young man who brings emotional tidings. Since it's reversed, the tidings are emotionally unsettling to hear. There's things that look like they're helpless, I guess would be the right word for it. And I know that's going to be painful to hear. She's gone, Chris. I want to hear that. Yeah, I know that. Chris, we just really need to know, man. Chris. I know. Look at me right in my eyes. Dude, where is she? I don't know where she is right now. I do not know. You know what happened. I can tell you. We can tell you. I can tell you. What the? Look, okay. You need to tell us right now, dude. I need my sister back, dude. I'm gonna kill myself on my sister. You have every right to be angry with me for. Just tell me for lying to you.
I started putting it together in my head that he was about to tell us that she was dead. I got up and walked away and started crying. I think that was around the time when I first dialed 911, just screaming on my phone.
911, what's the death of your emergency?
I don't know where I am now. No.
I know you guys are probably not going to believe a word of this. The first part of my story was right. She did text me and asked to come over because she was feeling really depressed. We went out and played video games for a while we were talking. She just paused the game and she kissed me. I stopped her several times and asked her, are you sure this is what you want? She said that was what she wanted, and we kept going. He explains that all of a sudden, she starts to freak out over her trying to get drug money from him. and she grabbed the knife that I keep by my bed and tried to attack me. She thrust at me twice. I dodged the first one, then I grabbed her hand on the second, and then I placed my hand at her throat. I didn't start squeezing until after she kept going. She used both of her arms to push against me with the knife, trying to cut my arm. So I started squeezing on her throat. I thought that her muscles would relax when she went unconscious, and that I could gradually move the knife away and let her go and let her regain consciousness. That didn't happen. I've been running through my head trying to figure out why.
You couldn't call the cops though?
Honestly, I was...
Like, bring her back or...
Hold on. Yeah, what happened after he went limp? This is the God's honest truth. I should not have done it, but I covered everything up. I put her clothes back on. I went and got some of the trash bags from the kitchen. And really, I felt guilty over what had happened. Where's your body? Where's your body? I'll get to that. Just please let me finish. We're listening. Just keep going. I did the only thing I could think of, and God help me, I put her in the dumpster.
I don't even remember like a little tiny bit of it because it was so disturbing to hear.
She wouldn't try to stab you. She would never try to do that. Get lying sack. I will be turning myself into the police.
I'm just gonna let you walk away and drive away? You killed my aunt's sister. No, come on, man. Get my phone. You got all this recording. Call the cops.
What happened after that? I moved across the bridge, and I called my mom, and my mom started screaming. Couldn't calm her down. I shouldn't have told her right away. I didn't know what else to do.
Hey, what are you calling about? Who's your daughter? And who killed her?
Developing tonight, the arrest after a young woman disappears in Westminster. The man who last saw her alive is now accused of killing her. Christopher Wade turned himself in to Westminster police last night.
Detectives here had been talking to him since last Thursday. That's when 19-year-old Lee Porter was reported missing. And you can see as recently as Monday, Wade even posted a missing poster of Porter, writing, "Please, Lee, come back to us."
Police say she left Pueblo with Wade.
Maybe? I mean, I'm a bus stop. Well, all the fishermen around here, it's the biggest fish house around, so they all come to us. Wow, that's so impressive.